It's Olivia and Julia here, and we're live from WNDU Studios. Today's show is produced at Channel 16. Welcome to Storm TV! It's Liv and Maddie here on Storm TV. Today we will be live here in the studio and at WNDU.
Thank you to today's sponsor, La Dessert Cafe.
Today we will see interviews with Joshua Short and Trisha Sloma.
Don't forget the Cubs read-in is on Wednesday, March 21st.
For dress-up days this week, Wednesday is polka dots and stripes, Thursday is dress up or dress down, and Friday for the Spirit Assembly, 7th graders will wear black and 8th graders will wear red.
Now on the Sports Edition, LJ's Cafe menu and campus news for an update.
La Dessert Cafe. Oh, have you never been there? Yeah. I heard they have pretty good cupcakes. Yeah. Oh, let's check it out. I wonder where's everybody at. Well, I guess I don't know. Yeah.
What can I help you with today?
I heard you had really awesome cupcakes. I just wanted to check it out.
Well,
I really like that one.
Well, some of our better flavors that are more popular are the Reese's, brownie, and our Snickers, and of course the Oreo. We do have a special for the junior high after school. So between the hours 3 and 4:30-ish, we run a cupcake and shake, or you can do a cupcake and smoothie for $5. And on their own, most of these are $2.45, and then some of the more specialty cupcakes are $2.50. Well, since you guys look like you're hungry, let me show you some of the newer items that we're working on. We have jumbo cinnamon rolls. We have our jumbo cookies that are $1.50 or 4 for $5. We can also host parties and events in here.
Please buy a cinnamon roll.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is. I want it.
Dang, those cinnamon rolls look tempting, but I really want that Oreo cupcake. That's calling my name.
Well, thanks so much for stopping by.
All right, I'll tell more people about this because it's really awesome.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you later.
Good morning, Lincoln. This is Asia with Storm TV. We will be transitioning to Lexi and David Harker over at WNDU. It's Lexi from Storm TV, and we're here at WNDU with Mr. Harker.
David Harker, yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming in and doing a little weather with us. What do you think about our studio?
It's great.
Yeah, you want to give a shot of the weather? Or do you want me to take care of it?
You got it.
Okay, I guess we'll leave it to the professionals. But hey, you know, we've seen a lot of sunshine from the weekend. And today, Monday, not too bad. Chance of some precipitation later on, 45 degrees. Spring's coming up tomorrow. We've got a little bit of cloud cover, probably a few snowflakes too, so we'll be watching that forecast as we look to the middle of this upcoming week. A lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you next time on Storm TV.
Hey Lincoln, welcome to Storm TV News, and today I'm here with David Harker from WNDU. So my first question would be, what is a meteorologist and what do they do?
Well, meteorology is the study of the atmosphere. Basically, what I do is I just do the weather. I talk about what's going on outside, what's going to happen in the days to come. But I also get to do more scientific things at the station too. Say we have earthquakes, or say we have anything else that may be outside of the weather world. Me as a scientist, I get an opportunity to talk about those types of things too.
How did you know that you wanted to do this?
I knew I wanted to be a weather person in some way, shape, or form since I was 5 years old. You usually hear that story of someone running up to the window, looking outside at the lightning during thunderstorms and things like that. That was my calling, and I was very fortunate to be able to work up to the ranks and come back to my hometown and do the weather here on television.
What steps did you really have to take to become a meteorologist? Because it seems really hard.
Well, it is, and in some cases, some of the classes I had to take, I didn't think I would. I have a 4-year degree in meteorology, but I also had to take the background of sciences like physics and even calculus when I was in college. Some of the things that I may not use in my everyday life, because that's what computer models do, but I had the opportunity to learn some of the equations and things, so I know exactly what those computers are doing, just in case they happen to go down some way, shape, or form.
Knowing that the weather can always change, how do you keep all your info in line so you know like what to say?
Well, it's tough. As we know, weather forecasting is so tough. It's chaos. The best thing to do is go with the flow. Weather's always changing, so I'm always changing how I forecast it. If it were to be, we'll say in the 30s today, I know that in the forecast I've got a vague idea it's going to be in the 30s. So while some areas may get up to lower 40s, some may stick down in the upper 30s. It's sort of see it how it goes sort of thing. But when it comes to the future, we know, okay, trends, we know it's going to rain on certain days, but we don't know how much until we actually get it.
Thanks for watching, Lincoln, and stay tuned for more Storm TV.
Welcome back to your LJH Cafe. Today's lunch is chicken sticks, baked beans, buttered corn, and a fruited choice. Tomorrow's breakfast is cinnamon toast, cereal, fruit, and juice. Lunch is a cheeseburger on bun, baked fries, pickle spear, and a fruited choice. Have a great day, Lincoln.
Hey Lincoln, welcome to birthdays. No unpaid, bro.
Today, Tatiana Ulinsny has a birthday. On Tuesday, Nicholas Tethrick and Kevin Torres has a birthday. Happy birthday, bro.
On Wednesday, Anton Colts has a birthday. Happy birthday, Lincoln, from all of us at Storm TV.
Hey Lincoln, today's campus news is going to be a little bit different.
On Thursday, March 15th, we had the privilege to go down to WNDU in South Bend and interview infamous Trisha Sloma and Joshua Short.
We also interviewed the meteorologist David Harker, which will be shown during our weather segment. But now let's go check in on what they had to say.
Hello, this is Campus News live from WNDU with Trevor and Franklin.
To my right, I have Joshua Short.
And to my left, I have Trisha
Sloma. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Well, I'd like to get started by asking you guys how you got into the broadcasting and what made you get into broadcasting.
Oh, for me, it's interesting. It's a longer story, so I'll make it short. But
It started in high school. My brother played sports. I didn't. And I was like, how can I get involved in what he's doing? So behind the scenes, I was just taking videos of him and the best of the basketball team, things like that. That then transitioned to me taking a trip with some students from my high school, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to tell these stories about these folks who are in a different country. All right. From there, I said I wanted to do news. And so that's where the passion began, and it's come to fruition today.
This is a question for both of you guys. What do you guys do when the cameras are off? Like, what do you guys do behind the scenes of everything?
Really, what you see on 16 Morning News is the busy part of our day. Because we get started really early in the morning. Our show is on from 4:30 until 7. Afterwards, Josh actually is a reporter. He's out doing stories, he's shooting and doing interviews, much like what you're doing right now. I am doing that as well. However, I also do some planning. I set up interviews for the noon show. I'm preparing for the noon show because I'll be anchoring this show in just a few minutes for our noon show. So those are the kind of things. It's a lot of prep work for the next thing we're working on, and that we only have that brief amount of time to get that kind of stuff done. So it's busy, but fun.
What was the process like getting into broadcasting and newswork?
it's a great question. I would say that it took a lot of understanding what news is.
Watching a lot of news. You can't just get into the business if you don't watch or at least understand what's happening around in the world around you. To this very day, I still ask questions. And so that helped me prepare to what I'm doing now on camera as an anchor/reporter. So it's all, you will never stop learning no matter what. And that's something to this day that I'm still
proud to say that I am learning every day that I do this job. And
I'm glad he said that because I haven't stopped learning. I still ask questions, and you're going to be a better journalist if you keep asking questions and challenging yourself in this industry.
For those who don't know, what is your main part here? Like, what do you mainly do?
Oh, that's a good question too. Well, I'm a news anchor, so that means I'm the person who's going to lead off a show talk to different reporters, keep the thing together, and we are on the air every day. Joshua is also an anchor. I also do some reporting on the side, not the day-to-day reporting, but I also do a lot of special news reports. And those give me a chance to, take some time with the news story. And I really, really love doing those kind of things. I'm working on some special reports coming up that aren't going to air for another month and a half, but I'm working on that right now.
How do you guys recover from messing up on live?
Here's what I say. There is the one good thing about this business is that if you mess up today, you get to do it again tomorrow, or you get to do it again next half hour. It's something that goes off your back because it's going to happen, no matter what. The pros have done it, national news has done it, international news, they mess up. That's what makes us human, right?
Right. That's great advice for you as a student too. Just move on.
Yep.
Well, that's all we have, so we thank you two for taking time out of your days to come talk to us, and make sure to stay tuned in for the rest of Storm TV.
Welcome back to Sports Edition with Amber and Julia.
Let's go back to Lincoln to look at the full Lincoln.
Hey Lincoln, we're back here in the studio.
We don't have any sports for you except for golf and track are starting soon.
Golf starts this week, Monday and Wednesday for girls practice, and Tuesday and Thursday for boys practice.
Good luck to the boys and girls this track season. Have a good day, Lincoln.
Thanks for tuning in to Storm TV.
Thank you, WNDU, for letting us come, and thank you, Raven Chat, for letting us come. See you guys on Thursday.
Thank you again for today's sponsor, La Dessert Cafe.
The date for the Cubs read-in is Wednesday, March 21st.
Don't forget your words of wisdom for today. I could not keep silent in the face of the almost daily violence.
For dress-up days this week, Wednesday is polka dots or stripes, Thursday is dress up or dress down, and Friday for the Spirit Assembly, 7th graders wear black and 8th graders wear red.
Have a great rest of the week, Lincoln.